Have up next from the City of Melbourne, we have Rose Major. Rose is a supported playgroup facilitator for the City of Melbourne's Parenting Services team. Trained as an early childhood and primary school teachers, and a hooray for our teachers. They are some of the best people in the world. Rose has spent many years experience working with families and young children, both in kindergarten and in playgroup. She currently runs a small talk program for the City of Melbourne, which aims to support families to create rich home learning environments for their children. Thank you, Rose.
Thanks, Birbal, and thank you very much to extending this invitation to us. As you said, I'm from the City of Melbourne, from the Parenting Services team, and I'm just going to take you through, I'm not sure if there's any parents on here today, but just to take you through some of the things that City of Melbourne does in this space. So, okay, here we go. I'm hoping you can see this. Can we all see this? Slideshow, play from start. Okay, so City of Melbourne Parenting Services. So we are part of the wider family services team, which is part. I muted myself. We're, as I was saying, we're part of the family services team, which is part of community services at City of Melbourne. Our wider team includes maternal and child health, immunisations, and family support and counselling. But as I've been hearing this morning, it sounds like Melbourne Uni have some really good setups around supporting and counselling services. So they would be your first port of call. Our services as parenting services, they're free. They're available to all families residing in the City of Melbourne, Carlton, Docklands, South Bank, East Melbourne, the CBD, North Melbourne, West Melbourne, Parkville, Kensington. So anywhere which is in that City of Melbourne area. Outside of this, we do some work with families who might work or study in the city. But really, we would encourage you to email us if you need our help on that. So, here we go. Oh, there you go. There's a picture. Oh, I've forgotten. I put that in. It's a wonderful picture of all the different places that our families reside. So we actually have centres. We have little kind of family centres. They're in Carlton, North Melbourne, Kensington, Docklands, and there's also Boyd Community Hub in South Bank. And this is in a non-COVID era. These are centres which are open. They have playrooms. You can join playgroups. There's maternal and child health nurses working there, social workers, and counselling services as well. We have a really integrated model to try and help families holistically. But obviously, COVID's impacted on our ability to have those centres open. They're currently closed. So Parenting Services has done a lot of work over the last, how long is it now? Gosh, since March, to move all of our programs online. So we've got a range of information sessions for parents with young children. If you click on this link, which I won't do because I know there's always a problem with PowerPoints if you try to click away from them. But if you click on this link, which hopefully we can arrange to get this PowerPoint sent out to anybody who's interested, it will take you to the City of Melbourne's Parenting Services webpage. So the other thing you can do is you can search City of Melbourne Parenting Services and it will take you to this page. So this page has things like our timetable of you can download this. These are all of our virtual parenting information sessions. So these are all being run over Zoom at the moment. And if you've got young children, we offer a few different parenting information sessions run by there's a dietitian who runs the food ones, the introduction to solids and fussy eaters. We've got a sleep specialist who runs the sleep and settling for babies and for toddlers, and then my colleagues and myself run some of these ones all about engaging in play, learning through play, and also as a parent, how to look after yourself. Because one of the things we try to focus on in the City of Melbourne and Parenting Services is parenting as a holistic activity. Parenting doesn't just obviously impact on your child, it also impacts on you. So as a parent, so we try to look at everything holistically. So we're trying to focus particularly at the moment on ways you can look after yourself as a parent. So those information sessions, they are free for anybody, whether you're a City of Melbourne resident or not, to join up. You have to, there's a down at the bottom, you have to email parenting services at melbourne.vic.gov.au and ask to join one of those sessions, and then you'll get sent the Zoom details. So we do operate around school terms. A new schedule is put out prior to each term starting. So at the moment we're in term 3 of the school year. You guys are in semester 2, we're in term 3. And term 3 ends at the end of September, and a new term starts, term 4 starts in October. So if you are interested in joining those sessions, then keep an eye on our website, because the new schedule will come out on the website. We've found as well that since we've moved those programs online, because we used to do them face-to-face, but since we've moved them online, we're going up from 10 bookings a week to over 100. So we've made the decision that obviously that the way we were working before maybe didn't meet the needs of our parents, and that actually moving things like information sessions online is going to be the way forward in the future. We've also got, I just want to say, a parenting support program, which takes place over kind of 5 or 6 weeks, I think it is, bringing up great kids. And I was going to say to you, there's spaces in term 4 for that, if anybody's interested, but that's actually booked up until the end of the year now. But if you are interested, if you've got young children and you are interested in accessing that program, do send us an email, because if we have high enough demand, we might even end up creating another session for later in term 4. We'll have to see. But yeah, certainly get yourself on a list if you're interested in accessing that. It is a wonderful program, I have to say. I don't run it, so I can say that. We also run playgroups. Now, playgroups have a really special place in our hearts. We love running playgroups. It's one of the things that we find most beneficial working with families, to really have that holistic response to families. But unfortunately, centres are shut. So the playgroups have wound down for the time being. However, if you do want to access a playgroup in the future, let our playgroups field officer know. Again, you can go to a web page. We have a specific web page for the playgroups. And you can contact our playgroups field officer through that, and she will put you on a list. There's monthly Zoom catch-ups centered around the venues where we run our playgroups. So she has a Carlton playgroup list, and so she'll invite all of the parents of young children in the Carlton area to come along to a monthly catch-up, just to say hi, see how everybody's going, just a chance to connect with other families in the area. And she will also send out information about things that are happening, about things that parenting services have organised, but also other groups as well. So I have to say, Kirsty's list is a really good list to get on. You will find out lots of things if you're on her list. And she'll also send you the weekly newsletter we put out called Time Together, which is one of the things I'm responsible for. And we put links in that to things that we think families with young children would like to know about. And we also add a play idea each week. So things you can do at home, everyday play, we call it. Not centered around toys, but centered around things that you and your children, might have in the house that you might want to play with. And so just to support at-home play at the moment. So do fill in that expression of interest on the playgroup section of the website to get on Kirsty's list, and she'll be in touch. We do also run supported playgroups, which people such as myself facilitate. We have two playrooms in Carlton, one at Carlton Baths and one at the new Carlton Learning Precinct. On site at Carlton Primary School. They're within walking distance of the Melbourne Uni campus. The groups are run by early years trained facilitators such as myself. They offer fun, a bit of learning, support for parents, parenting advice, but all within that playgroup context. Some of those groups at the moment are being offered over Zoom. They are, I have to say, the supported playgroups are primarily aimed at parents who are living in the City of Melbourne. But if you would like to access those services, drop us a line, because we, you know, we're very happy to help see what fits and what works best for your family. And I think, oh, finally, Children's Week, which runs from Saturday 24th of October to Sunday the 1st of November. And we coordinate many activities in the City of Melbourne, which are open to all families, not just those who live in the City of Melbourne. And we promote and advocate for inclusive and accessible programs for children and their families for Children's Week. So obviously this year, to make things accessible, all our activities are going to be held online. So keep an eye on our website, Children and Families website, because that's where all of the Children's Week information will be. And that is all for me. I don't know if anybody's got any questions, but that's all from me for today.
Yeah, sure. In the meantime, participant, please feel free to ask a question, but I might ask a question. In the meantime, what could be a really fun, quick game that you could play with your children at home that is really learning based, really fun? Or
okay, my favorite one, peekaboo. It's the simplest one. Children love playing peekaboo. You can play
They sure do.
Peekaboo. You can play it. So even, and look, people think that it's something you should only play with babies, but actually you can play it, you know, till they're 2, 3, 4 years old. It helps form that really strong bond between you and your child. It helps them to learn about object permanence, which is that, you know, you might not be able to see me, but here I am.
Oh,
so there's
that's so interesting.
Learning. So peekaboo is one of those things that is, believe it or not, is such a wonderful developmental tool, as well as a fun game to play.
Wow, that's such incredible information. I have so many nieces and nephews, so I'm going to use that on them as well. And can we just say a massive shout out to all our student parents who, do they have superpowers? Like how?
Yes, they do, definitely.
Thank you, Rose, and thank you to the City of Melbourne for your time to giving us a little bit more information on how to best. It's a hard time.
Yeah, it is. And look, I would urge everybody, you know, we do put the newsletters out and we do have lots of resources and supports available. So do get in touch with us.